And good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here at Coach's Corner on the Coach's Corner Soundgarden stage. That's right. It's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. That's right. It's a little chilly out. As you can see, I am a northerner. Well, I really consider myself a southern Yankee now, but it's a little chilly out here, okay? Right now on my phone, okay, the temperature reads 48. 48. Feels like 36 with that wind gusting. It's chilly, people. It is chilly. I mean, I've been out here before on a Saturday morning where the weather was 24 degrees. But this is nothing new to me. But I'm glad you could join me. It's Wednesday, December 11th. Got a great show for you every Wednesday night. Just hang around, stick around, and it's going to be a lot of fun talking to you. So we got a great show tonight. We're going to kick it off about 7:15 with the man himself. That's right. He was a longtime assistant of Tim Jordan. Got the job. He is the head man now at Savannah High. So we're going to be talking to the Savannah High boys basketball coach, George Brown, about 7:15. And I can't wait to meet this young lady. About 7:30, she'll be on. We'll be talking Savannah Arts Academy, cross-country state champions. And she's been part of the two teams that were state champions. And I can't wait to meet her. Leah Nyce. It's going to be, or is it Nyce? She'll correct me. It's Leah Nyce or Nyce. Hopefully it'll be a nice interview. But anyway, she'll correct me on that last name. And, it's going to be a lot of fun catching up on her. She finished second in the state, but the Savannah Arts Academy girls cross-country team won the state title again. I dropped the ball over a month ago. I promised Coach Steve Riccardi I would talk to his star athlete. So here we are. We got a great story. That's about 7:30, and then I'll wrap up the show. Like I say, every Wednesday night, there's three parts to the introduction. Well, I call them 3 steps in the door. We talk high school, college, and then pro. So there's a lot of local sports that we can talk about that relates to Savannah, Georgia, that I like talking about. I put a lot of work into it. So we'll kick it off with step 1 in the door, high school sports. You got to hand it. The ladies are still in the high school flag football playoffs. That's right. Semifinals. Tough one last week for South Effingham. They went up to Pace Academy. They lost 26-7. That was in Division 3. There's 4 divisions. In Division 2, Jenkins beat Lakeside Evans 7-6, in triple overtime. No, 7-6 in overtime, They'll play the semifinals tomorrow night at Savannah High in the GHSA Flag Football Division II semifinals. They win, they'll go to the Dome to play in the championships, Evans came down, beat New Hampstead in triple overtime. 4 overtimes, 13-12, North Dakota beat Calvary 13-6. What's up, boss? Everything's good. Doing well. Leah, can you hear the background noise? Is the background noise too loud? Yes or no? Nope, it should be good. So, all right. Well, just want to keep the people happy. That's why we got the sound, the Christmas scenery behind me. Usually it's the Coach's Corner logo, but if I shut that off, they don't have the music. We got a party going on out here. That's right, Coach's Corner. They'll do whether it's 46 degrees or 106 degrees. You got to come out to the Soundgarden and enjoy it. It's always a lot of fun. And that's, of course, the boss, John Henderson, asked me if everything's okay. So that's what's going on here. That's why you got the Christmas pictures behind me. So it's playing Christmas music for the party. All right. So where was I? North Dakota beat Calvary 13-6. Calvary got that down 13-0. They had the ball with a minute to go, down 13-6. They couldn't fish it out. And so tough one there. In Division 1, Southeast Bullock, who just lost their first game against Calvary way back when, they advanced. They beat Harris County 7-0. Long County beat Raydan 20-19. They'll move on, So here's the schedule. Jenkins will host Greenbrier Thursday at Savannah High for a state semifinal in Division 2. Long County will host Columbus in Division 1 in Ludowici. And Southeast Bullock goes on the road at Dodge County, Got to take the gloves off of this. There's 2 things you learn as being a northerner, You got to wear a hat, and you got to wear your gloves. So let me take my gloves off so I can switch my page with all my information. Little behind schedule here, so I got to get rock and rolling here. There we go. All right. Basketball rankings. That's right. Basketball's in full swing. Kyle Sandy, the man that was on here 2 weeks ago, the voice of Georgia high school basketball, he has his rankings out. They're already into the 5th week of rankings, okay? In Class A, Division II, Savannah High is ranked number 1. We'll have George Brown on in about 10 minutes talking about his highly ranked Savannah High Blue Jackets. In Class A to 3A private, Calvary is ranked number 5. In the girls, there's only one girls team, and that's in Class 5. Bradwell's ranked 5th in the state. So that's your high school news. College news. Shout out to SCAD Women's NAI National Soccer Championship team. That's right. They won the championship. They beat Kaiser 4-1. They were ranked 9th coming into the playoffs, the NAIA playoffs. Hey, and they wound up winning. I mean, they had to beat a number 22 ranked team, a number 11 ranked team, a number 19 ranked team, a number 10 ranked team, and they knocked off Kaiser, who was the number 2 team for the national championship. Cinderella story. They finished 21-2. That's right. 20 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties overall, marking the first 21 season in SCAD women's soccer history. All right. Clean sweeping the awards at the championships also. Outstanding Defense Player Award went to Lois Beer from SCAD. Outstanding Offensive Player Award went to Sydney Cura. And Most Valuable Player, Sydney Cura from SCAD. Way to go, SCAD Bees. College football, Georgia Southern will kick off the bowl season for us on December 19th. They'll play at the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, okay, in the the Superdome down there in New Orleans. They'll take on Sam Houston, or Houston, however you want to say it, at 7 p.m. Georgia Tech then plays December 27th against Vanderbilt. And then on January 1st at the All-State Sugar Bowl versus the winner of the – sorry, I got my bowls messed up here, okay? So, no, I got it right. January 1st, All-State Sugar Bowl. Georgia will take on the Notre Dame, Indiana winner at 7:45 on January 1st. University of Carolina got snubbed, wrote a little article about that, but they'll play in the 2024 Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. This is the 79th year for the Citrus Bowl. They'll take on the University of Illinois, 3 p.m. on Tuesday, December 31st, New Year's Eve. All right. Savannah State basketball. Let me check my time here. I got plenty of time. Savannah State basketball, the men are 3-4, 1-2 in SEAC. They lost last Saturday on the road to Miles in the SEAC game, 68-55. This Saturday at home against Lemoyne Owens at 4 o'clock. The women's team beat Johnson C. Smith on Sunday, 63-49. They're 4-4, 0-2 in SEAC. They'll play Saturday before the men at 2 o'clock against Lemoyne Owens at Tiger Arena. All right, professional. Falcons lost 4 in a row. What do you want me to tell you? They lost to Minnesota 42-21. Kirk Cousins is not having a good time in the last 4 games. So it's going to be something interesting to see what Kirk Cousins does this week. Monday Night Football against the Raiders. They play the Raiders and the Giants back-to-back, the 2 worst teams, or the 2 teams with the worst records in NFL football this year. Hawks, 13-12, 7th in the Eastern Conference. Right now, they're playing in the NBA Cup East semifinal against the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. Okay, it's going to be pretty exciting. The Metris NBA Cup, which goes through the beginning of the season. It's like a in-season tournament. It's the second annual one. Pretty exciting. They're taking on Knicks right now in New York in Madison Square Garden. The 8th wonder of the world. The Braves, all right, we lost Mac Fried. I don't know what to tell you. Signed an 8-year deal, $218 million, making it the largest guarantee for a left-handed pitcher in baseball history. He deserves it. He earned it. Braves didn't want to give the music out. So when you don't want to play the music, you lose the player, okay? They didn't want to dance with Max Fried, okay? So that's the Braves. All right, still in professional sports, Savannah Ghost Pirates. They're 4th in the South Conference. They're 10-4-6. They're in Kansas City for a 3-game series. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, they take on the Kansas City Mavericks. Then they come home on the 19th of December and play the Atlanta Gladiators. Last thing I got to say, what's going on in Soundgarden? We got a big memorial concert this Sunday at 1 o'clock, goes to about 7 o'clock. It's the annual Chris Chris Banks Memorial Concert. Big musician here in Savannah, Georgia. They do this every year for this musician, and it's going to be a packed house. They got 6 or 7 bands coming. That's this Saturday, Soundgarden. And I think the next closest thing, what's going to be on the Soundgarden stage besides me, is February 9th to 11th. We have the Superfest, okay? So that's it as far as local news goes. All the news you want to. Coming up next, after I take a break, we're going to be talking to the High. That's right. We're going to be talking to Savannah High basketball with the man himself, the head coach himself, George Brown. Stay tuned. 3 minutes. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Little chilly, but I'm here. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded Soundgarden. Now, more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day. Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary Day School, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ at Calvary Day School. We would consider it a privilege to meet with you and your family personally. Call Alicia Bain, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299. Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room. If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded Soundgarden. Now, more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day. Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world, your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary Day School, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ at Calvary Day School. We would consider it a privilege to meet with you and your family personally. Call Alicia Bain, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299. Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room. If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
What's up, sports fans, and welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network in the Sound Garden. Feels like 41 degrees or 36 degrees, but you know what? I got my Scully on. I got my gloves on. I'm ready to go, and that's what it's all about, talking about the local guest. And this next guy has done a great job. Second year over at the High, but he's been there longer than that. Was Tim Jordan's right-hand man. They got the job. Last year they had a great season. So I'm thrilled to have Coach George Brown, the head coach of Savannah High boys basketball team. In just the second year at the helm, Coach Brown has already made a huge impact. Right now, they're leading the state, being ranked at number 1, but he'll tell you it doesn't matter. Last year, they were 22-9. They made it to the final. Key player got hurt, but that's not an excuse. But, you know, you got to understand, young blood taking over that program, and it has not missed a beat. So joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat is the man himself, coaching the Savannah High, the High Blue Jackets basketball program, George Brown. What's up, Coach? How's it going?
What's up, Coach? How you doing?
Hey, you know, it's a little chilly out here tonight. I didn't think it was going to be this cold. You know, the phone says 48, but it says you feel like 36. And I'm telling you right now, you feel like 36. So got my little varsity jacket on, got the gloves, the hat. You know, you got to do what you got to do, Coach.
I understand. Listen, I do not like the cold at all.
Well, that's why I moved down here, to get away from it.
Yeah, I get it.
So
make sure them boys are out. All right, cool.
Okay. All right. So what I do in this segment, I get somebody, a coach or somebody in the sports industry, to come on. I ask them 4 questions. I call it 4 quarters with the coach, you too. So, but quickly, tell everybody that you're not new to Savannah. You played at Armstrong. You coached for Coach Jordan for a while there. Tell us about George Brown. How'd you find Savannah, Georgia?
Yeah, it's actually kind of weird. I'm from Camden County originally. A lot of people think that I may be from here, but I try to make it be known that I'm not from here, not from Savannah. Nothing wrong with Savannah. I love it. I'm still 912, but I'm from Kingsland, Georgia, Camden County. And I played basketball at Armstrong 5 years, redshirted. For all you guys that's out there listening, if you got a chance to redshirt, it actually does wonders. I redshirted. I was able to get my bachelor's in 4 years. I was able to get my master's in 1. I went back home, coached for a year, and then just by knowing people and this, that, and the fourth, I ended up back. Pretty much my mentor was like, hey, if Tim Jordan is going to offer you this position, you have to take it. Like, you're not listening to nobody else. So it was a pretty good situation for me when I came in 4 years ago. This is now my 5th year at Savannah High, so I've been with these same group of kids. So it was kind of easy transition for me. And Tim Jordan pretty much showed me the ropes. I mean, he showed me a lot more relationship stuff than basketball stuff, but very, very great guy, and I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
It's funny how an old football guy can take that program as far as he did. You know that?
Yeah, very, very funny. It's actually crazy. He played in an all-star game against my uncle. My uncle played at South Carolina State, and they were good buddies beforehand. 'Cause a lot of people don't know Coach Gordon at they used to coach at Johnson. That's my uncle. So I have a lot of ties and connections around here.
Well, you played for the Pirates. Remember the Pirates, you know that.
Yeah. Remember the
So,
Pirates. Always go Pirates, man. Always.
all right, quickly reflecting back on last year's season, unbelievable. What'd you come away with? What'd you take away with that season last year?
It ain't easy being in this position. That's the biggest thing. But no, I mean, I just realized a couple of things, man. The biggest thing that I could take away is that relationships really matter with these kids. It's not as much as X and O's, it's more relationship based. So that's kind of the approach I try to get and try to take and just try to keep it going. It's like a
Well,
real brotherhood over here.
you did a great job. You went all the way to the finals. Micaiah Jordan got hurt, but
Hmm.
it was a tough one. All right, so here we
Yeah.
go. Four questions, four quarters with the coach and the coach from the Savannah High Blue Jackets, George Brown. All right, I know coaches hate this. I always hate it, but you're ranked number one early in the season by Kyle Sandy on Sandy Spiel. Uh, I mean, it's a significant achievement for any program in the state because that guy, he's Mr. Basketball in
He's
Georgia.
on top of it, man.
Yeah. So how are you and your team managing the expectations going into the season? We just started. I know you only played like 3 or 4 games. What
Games,
are the
yeah.
expect What are the expectations?
Well, first and foremost, shout out to Kyle Sandy, man. He's an unsung hero. He does very, very well at what he does. We appreciate the ranking, but we're taking it like every day. I try to treat these kids like we're not ranked at all. I try to not mention it. Like, yeah, everybody sees it, everybody knows, but also I try to get them to embrace it a little bit whenever we do hear it. I just tell them, you take my approach. There's no such thing as pressure. We're out here playing a game that we all love, that we all made a common bond through. So I'm just trying to get everybody to understand that ranked or unranked, there's still a job to do no matter what. But right now, with me having a veteran team and everybody coming back, like I've told everybody else, a state championship or bust. If we don't get a state championship, it is a disappointing season for us. And I don't know what's been along the lines. When I grew up, you played to win, no matter what. So I'm really just trying to install that in the guys. And like I tell everybody else, if we shoot for the stars and we aim a little bit lower, we're still up high. So my goal is to try to win a state championship, try to put Savannah High back where I think it really belongs as far as basketball goes in the city, and just try to keep pushing these kids to help pursue their dreams. So we try not to talk about the rankings too much, but we understand we hear it all the time, man. But I try to treat them like they're not ranked because it really doesn't mean anything to me. We want to be ranked at the end of the season, not at the beginning or
Well,
throughout.
people love looking at the rankings. They love it.
Yeah,
Everything's about the rankings. Everybody what's on paper. But you and I know it. I'm an OG. You're a YG. Okay. It's goes what goes on the hardwood between those lines.
yeah.
That's where it matters. But
Hmm.
sometimes people don't look at it that way. So, all right, quarter number two with Makai Jordan returning from injury and leading the preseason All-State honors. How do you plan to incorporate his skills into your strategy while maintaining the defensive intensity that Savannah High is known for?
One thing about Makai Joyner is he doesn't get enough credit for all the other intangible things that he do. People see the defense, but people don't understand. Makai Joyner is 6'5" and he's long and lengthy. So we got a lot of different schemes and we play him all over the court. He's a 1 through 5 player for us. So we play him all over the court and we try to use his assets, just like the rest of my kids. My kids are kind of long and kind of lengthy, so we try to do things that cater to us. And I try to play a newer style of basketball. Like I said, I haven't had a shot clock violation since I've been over here, so we try to pressure a little bit, try to be in between. I try to like to mix things up. But Makai, he could go play in anywhere in any system for any coach if he wants to. He's just that good of a player. He has God gifted talent.
And what about the supporting cast?
Oh man, they don't get talked about enough. Like I said, right now I'm getting a lot of flack 'cause I have 12 seniors, but these guys have been with me. So I wouldn't have no other way. You don't know what tomorrow brings, so we'll build on tomorrow when it gets here. But I have a lot of young guys, but its supporting cast is great. Deshaun Davis has led the state in block shots since he's been playing basketball, which is only 3 years. Jamonte Brown is an all-state player, just like Deshaun's an all-state player. Jamonte Brown had 35 last night. Great showing for him. Ramon Anderson, he can really, really shoot the basketball. Shot 54% from the three last year. Chance Hendricks, he's coming back, getting back in the full, being fully healthy. Sean Ruth, he's probably one of the best defensive guards that I've seen in a long time for being hard nosed. We just got Zy Smart. He transferred over from Woodville Tompkins High School. He's a very, very good supporting cast for us. But we have a lot of guys over here, man, and that's the luxury of it. I like the fact Stephon Fox. I like the fact that we have a lot of guys that do a lot of different things, and you never know whose nights is going to be. Our kids could probably go other places and be starters, but they came together for one common goal. So that's what I like the most. We never know who it's going to be, so it's a good problem to have as a coach. The OGs tell me.
Tim Jordan, I guess you're not talking about him. Sorry, Tim. So,
He's a YG.
right.
He wants to be a YG.
We all want to go back to be a YG. You know, remember this: youth is wasted on the young. So
Yeah.
if I had the experience that when I was a young coach, I don't know where I'd be right now. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah. So, all right, if you're just tuning in, I'm talking to the Savannah High head boys basketball, George Brown, coming into the season. They're ranked number 1. He's got a lot of good players. We just talked about, of course, Mekhi Joyner and the unsung supporting cast. Isn't Davis like 6'8"?
Yeah, 6'8" and 3/4 of a quarter. I think he'll be 6'9" by the time he normally every year in January, like January 23rd, we measure him, if that makes any sense. His mom, we just got this thing going. So right now, like I said, we're waiting on January 23rd to come back. I think he'll probably be about 6'9" and a quarter. He grows every day to us. So last time we measured him at the beginning of the year, he was 6'8" and 3/4. So I think he'll be 6'9".
Well, you call him a shot changer. Anybody comes down the lane and he's got that wingspan. You never know. All right, quarter number 3. All right, you talked about it. In quarter number 1, nothing less than a state championship, okay? So last season, the team came close to reaching the state championship despite key injuries. What lessons from last year's experience, are you emphasizing to prepare your players for this championship run this year?
Couple things. Just reflecting on as a coach, like I said, one thing I learned from you being around and what I'm saying, Coach Jordan, just all the older coaches around, just in general in the game. When the kids win, it's on them. When you lose, it's on you. So I try to make sure everybody knows that. Don't ever come at my kids for anything, because obviously something I could have did better. I didn't have to put you in the game at that time. It's just understanding and learning from my own mistakes, I think, personally. Like I said, last year, I think that we were just put in a different situation. Me playing guys out of position, just trying to do whatever we can to scrap. But I did understand that we were the last public school standing, so I took that as a plus. We played against 3 private schools in there who have more resources than us in a sense, but also just a little basketball nuances. Like, do you think these kids know? But sometimes they don't. Call that timeout, Coach Brown. All right, you see us going haywire, call that timeout. Try not to finish in the games with no timeouts. Try to keep the defense guessing. And just like I said, just try to motivate your players as best to be and love them more. You know what I mean? I think that these kids nowadays just need a lot more love. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be tough love all the time. Sometimes it just got to be legit love. So I think the more I love up on them, the more I'm playful with them, the more I'm joyful with them. And then the more I get them to try to understand that this is a blessing to be out here. It's an underrated one at that. Like I said, I'm only 30, but I don't get up and down to play like that at all no more, and I wish I could. So just try to get them to live in the moment.
I can understand that. But like you said, it's no more tough love like the OG or the YG, Tim Jordan, and myself had to deal with. We heard the saying, bite the bullet. You got hurt, you're going to play hurt. But, now everything's different, and it's a total different story, okay?
I might have to massage it a little bit. I have to go a different way about it,
Right. All right, fourth quarter, last question. You spoke about combining elements of the Savannah High tradition with some new strategies for the new Savannah High culture. Can you share some of the key adjustments or innovations you're implementing this season, or you just don't want to put it on the bulletin board yet?
I'll put it on the bulletin board, man. We always change. I think one of the biggest things that I've adjusted to is just our kids shooting the basketball. For everybody that know, Coach Jordan's a little more old school, and guys were posting up. He had the bigs back then. He had the bodies. He had guys that he could get down there and make play and were aggressive and aggressor. Me, I'm playing 4 out, 1 in. We're playing 1 big and 4 guards. And the way I look at it is we're trying to win this thing together as a team. My bet is on this night, because in high school basketball, and really good anywhere in sports, if you're better on that night, that's what matters. My bet every night is that I have 10, 11, possibly 12 kids, depending on how I'm feeling. I have 12 kids that are better than your 12 kids. That's my philosophy. Let's see how that runs out.
All right. So, so how is the OG taking the new concept over there?
Sometimes, like I said last night, he pulls his hair out when kids don't want to rebound or kids miss open shots. Because back in the day when he played, he used to have to work hard for open shot. Now
Oh
everybody's
yeah.
open. So, like I said, just understanding that. And then I just think it's kind of a weird thing. Like layups used to be a real thing now, and now kids miss layups. They miss bunnies around the rim like it's nothing. So that kind of drives them crazy a little bit. Not boxing out, just the little things that kind of drive my guy crazy sometimes. Like I said, and then I get an earful from it. But everything that you guys try to instill in me and teach me, we just try to take it with a grain of salt, move forward, and just try to get better in every aspect.
All right, I just got one more question about
Oh, yeah, come on, anytime.
How would Coach Jordan handle the 35-second clock? Because he was the master of four corners.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's actually kind of funny. My very, very, very first job when I actually took it, he was like, "All right, you got to put in a play or something because I don't know nothing about this shot clock. I'll hold the ball all game. I'm telling you, I'll hold it 4 quarters if I got to." So when I came in, that was literally my job, just to kind of create an offense. And most older coaches don't let you come in and be a coach. Like I remember one time when the shot clock first got in here and we were running our offense. Like when he first got in, he was like, "Look, 35 seconds left on the clock, but there was 43 seconds left in the game." When he called the timeout, he walked me over, gave me the clipboard, and said, "All right, it's on you." So just throwing me in the fire early, let me get my feet wet in that. But like I said, he's not a big stickler of that. 'Cause if Coach Jordan can beat you by 1 point, he's gonna beat you by 1 point.
Oh yeah. Well, I got spoiled, okay, because I'll be honest with you, my first 10 years, 11 years was girls basketball in New York. And we played with a shot clock in girls basketball way back then, 30-second shot clock too. So I came into it, I knew all about it. So, but it was kind of a culture shock to a lot of these guys down here.
Yeah,
So, but anyway,
it really was.
well, Coach, keep up that energy with those kids. Show them some love, and I think you'll be back where you were last year, and you're doing a great job. Can't wait to see one of your games this year. Once again, appreciate you coming on, and as they say, the High, go Blue Jackets.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you for having me anytime, Coach. Go Blue Jackets.
I got you, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. Thank you again.
Good luck. Bye.
Bye.
What's special is a young guy coming in. Like you said, he's 30 years old. He's energetic. He knows what these kids now mean. Because I'm telling you, coach for a long time, kids change like everything else changed. Philosophies change. And you got to know how to handle them. And I think this young man learned from a very good basketball coach by the name of Tim Jordan over there at Savannah High. And there's a lot of traditions there. They still come out, slide across the floor. But you know what? They play some good basketball. So once again, thanks, George, for coming on. Coach George Brown of the Savannah High. Hey, you got a comment? Put it in here. My man, the producer, watching from the background. Excuse me. Happy holidays, Coach DeMasi. Lawrence Bennett, love you, brother. Can't believe that we've been doing the Coach's Corner Sports Network now for over it's got to be over at least 4 or 5 years now. Appreciate it. Don't forget, he's in charge of Rubbing and Grubbing. They'll be on next Wednesday before my show. All right. Got to get this young lady on. She's been waiting patiently. Got to thank the sponsors first. This young lady has had an unbelievable cross-country career over at Savannah Arts Academy. Finished second in the state this year, but I think this is a second state championship with the Savannah Arts Academy cross-country team. She'll let me know. But up next, after the commercials, Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Savannah Arts Academy, cross-country runner, senior, Leah Nyce. Okay, I'll be back. 3 minutes, promise you. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Too many buttons to press. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day. Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary Day School, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ at Calvary Day School. We would consider it a privilege to meet with you and your family personally. Call Alicia Bain, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299. Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style, we are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And what's up, sports fans, and welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here, live on the Soundgarden stage on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Little chilly, down to 47 degrees, feels like 35. I'm here. I got my hat on, got my heavy jacket on, got my gloves. Got to leave one glove off to work the controls because I've been messing up all night trying to use my gloves. But this is my favorite part of the show, okay? I'll be honest with you. Yeah, Coach Brown's great. I love talking to the coaches, but talking to the kids, that's what got me into this whole thing 24 years ago, and I love doing it, and it's a lot of fun. Well, today we're thrilled to have Leah Nyce as the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week joining us. Leah is a senior at the Savannah Arts Academy and a standout on the cross-country team. She finished second in the state track meet, but she also got a state championship with her team. She's been a driving force behind the Panthers' success, leading them to their second state championship this year. Had to deal with a lot of injuries, a lot of adjustments during the season, as Coach Steve Riccardi would tell me. But joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week senior, Leah Nyce from the Arts Academy. Hi, Leah. What's going on?
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well. Okay, tell me, am I butchering your last name?
It's nice. It's not Nice.
Okay, it's nice, not Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, well, NY, so, you're not like New York, but it's nice, not Nice. Okay. I do apologize. So, but anyway,
You're fine.
congratulations on a great season, a
Thank
great
you.
career at the Arts Academy. Tell us how it feels to be, you're a 2-time state champion, right?
First time.
First time.
Yeah, I placed 4th in state my junior year.
Okay.
So,
So you weren't a part of that other state championship team?
I was not. No, I was only a freshman. I was a sophomore. And I was only JV that year, so I didn't get to
Okay.
with that team.
Well, you're part of that program, though. You got 2 under your
Yeah.
belt, but this time you get a ring, right? Did they give rings at the Arts Academy?
We haven't gotten them yet, but we will get rings.
Okay,
So,
I'll make sure Coach
we
Best
got
gets that for you.
t-shirts. We got t-shirts though.
The ring's better, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be.
All right. So you're a senior now. How does it feel to help lead Savannah Arts Academy to its second championship, girls cross-country championship at that school?
I'm just really proud of our team as a whole. I think it wasn't just the will to win that got us there, but it was the will to put in the work, and it was just all the hard work we put in and out of the season that got us there. I'm just really proud, and I think we're super deserving of it. So.
Well, you guys are considered one of the best teams in the area. You guys work hard at it, and I know Coach Riccardi. I mean, he doesn't let you guys get off easy, right?
Oh yeah, he beats us to the ground, but it gets us there. So.
All right, let's take you to that race. What was going through your mind during that dramatic finish in that state championship meet out there in Carrollton?
Well, as you know, I battled with injury basically the whole season, having like severe hip tendonitis and piriformis syndrome. And when I placed my foot on that like state start line just a week after, like barely even knowing if I was going to be able to finish at sectionals, like my only goal for that race was just to finish. And I knew that if my team wanted to place first, I would have to give it my all despite the pain. And I was done just trying to like avoid the obstacle of injury. And I just needed to climb the obstacle instead of trying to overcome it. And the whole race, I was just telling myself one foot in front of the other. And whatever the outcome was would be in God's hands. And like at around mile 2, when I passed my teammate Francie and Lola Hunter, another runner, I knew that I had a chance. And really, the moment my motivation shifted from running for a certain time in a certain place and just wanting my team to place first in state was when I really got the fire to push through the pain. And that's what drove me.
Well, people don't realize that runners are competitive. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys want to be there first. You want to be there for your team, and you fought through the pain to be that competitive person that they needed. And it was such a great job. So you've achieved impressive personal times this season, including a win at the Fraser Height Invitational Richmond Hill. Which race this year, though, stands out as your favorite, and why?
I mean, obviously, state was my favorite, but you've already heard about that one. So I would probably say the Stinger Cross Country Invitational at Savannah Christian. We run this race every single year, and without fail, it always rains, and it's always a mud run. And it's always super fun. Not just to place first, but my team plays first as well, so it's always fun.
Especially when it gets everybody in the same area, because most of the teams that go to that are from Savannah, right?
Right. Yeah, it's always fun to see friends and stuff.
So, all right. So, Coach Riccardi highlighted the teamwork and the consistency of the Panthers' top 7 runners this year. How did this dynamic contribute to your team's success? How did you guys, the top 7, all get to work so well together and pull out the dream of winning a championship?
I think like my team's friendship and dedication was one of the most pivotal aspects to our state win. And we supported each other every single day, like rain or shine. And even in Hurricane Helene, we showed up at Daffin at 8 a.m. to run 1,000-meter repeats after
Wow.
moving branches out of the way. So I guess that was our strength training for the day. But really, we had like a big companionship, and we were always doing stuff as a team after practice. And yeah.
And if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Board on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We're at the Wetherington Chiropractic Athlete of the Week, Savannah Arts Academy senior Leah Nyce, who finished second in the state meet. Her team won the state championship. All right, so you talked about it. You were a sophomore on JV. Now you're a senior. What advice would you give to the younger teammates, like, of course, Francis Tedder and the freshman runners for the season, to what they can use when they go ahead for the next couple of years?
The best advice I can give is to just like stay consistent, because it's the days where you don't feel like running and you do run is where you improve the most. And I also want to remind them to just love the sport, and running isn't something you should take for granted. It's really like such a blessing that we have the opportunity to run and be a part of such a great program. And I really just want those girls like Francie Tedder, McKay, and Ava Treese to just keep setting their goals high, because I think they have the drive and they definitely have the ability to do great things.
And I left this question out. I know I sent you questions to prepare you, but I got to answer this question. Tell us about Coach Riccardi and the coaches over there at the Arts Academy, what this means to you guys, what they bring to that table.
I'm so grateful to have Coach Riccardi as a coach. He's been by my side this whole season, and like not only does he push me and my teammates to be the best runners we can be, but he pushes us to just be great people outside of the course. And in good days and in bad days, he always just pushes us to stay strong and optimistic. And this is so important because running, like, half the battle is physical, half of it is mental. And just having such a strong support system like him is so important.
Well, you're talking about support systems now. You went through a lot of injuries, but how has your family supported you in your cross-country journey, especially with the challenges that you had to face this year?
Well, my family's like one of my strongest support systems. My mom and my brother always came to every single cross country meet, and also my parents were really important to remind me not to be discouraged when things got hard and I dealt with injury. And they've raised me to always trust in God's plan and that things will work out. And before every race, they reminded me that there's no limit to what I can do and that I can overcome every obstacle if I just trust in Him and know that
Nah.
everything's possible.
Do you plan on doing this further after high school or high school career? That's it?
As of now, I'm not looking to run competitively in college as I'm more focused on academic pursuits. But I'll probably still do a run club, and I still have track season to see what opportunities are afforded to me.
Nice, nice. Okay, last question. Looking back at your high school cross-country career, because you said you still got track coming up,
Yeah.
what will you remember most about your time as a student athlete at Savannah Arts Academy? Because you're not supposed to have athletes at an arts academy. You guys just want to do your arts. You want to draw, you want to dance, you want to do other things, except tell us about that student athlete at the Arts Academy. What has it meant to you?
It's definitely made me who I am today, and I've made so many friends through cross country and track and field, and it's taught me so much about like patience and hard work and dedication
Well,
and
you've done
and
it,
time management for sure.
especially when you go on to college. You better have that time management.
Yeah.
So, hey, but you've done a great job, great program, and it's because of athletes like you that that program is where it's at. And of course, Coach Riccardi and the coaching staff have let you guys succeed. And being part of the Arts Academy way back when, the kids at the Arts Academy are also athletes. I mean, it's academics, arts, and athletics, and they prove it. Second state championship, just great job. Keep up the hard work, and congratulations. That's why you're this week's Wetherington Chiropractic
you.
Clinic Athlete of the Week. Hey,
Thank you
happy
so
holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye.
Bye now. I mean, you can tell she's just a good kid. I mean, I'm telling you right now, yes, I've said it before. I was the first athletic director at the Arts Academy. I left because I wanted to coach basketball still, and they weren't going to have basketball. But I'm telling you right now, the kids love their sports. I coached volleyball. Started out. Yeah, I did. I coached volleyball. Yeah, I started out coaching the girls' volleyball team. I didn't know anything about volleyball. Got some great help from Yvette Rushing, who was the coach at Jenkins. And then I coached boys soccer. I had never coached soccer before. Coached swimming. So, I mean, just different sports. But these kids love their sports. It's not just the arts. It's not just the musicians or the choir or the Skylight Jazz Band. I mean, it's just a great atmosphere over there, and it's two state championships, so it's pretty special. And you got to thank Leah for coming on. Leah Nyce, not Nice, okay? So, but the kids are great over there. So I hope you enjoyed that. Got to thank Coach Brown for coming on. George Brown, Savannah High, does a great job with those kids. Second year in the program. Last year, 22-9, went to the state championship. Just does a great job, and he learned from a good guy. The man's name was Tim Jordan. So, other than that, I mean, no Carl's Corner this week. Well, maybe I should do Carl's Corner this week. I'll make it quick. Unbelievable the amount of money these athletes are getting paid. Unbelievable amount of money. Juan Soto, $765 million. Max Fried, the highest paid lefty pitcher ever, $220 million or $19 million. The money is off the charts. Growing up as a little kid, I just dreamed of maybe playing high school or college ball, whether it be football or baseball. I didn't dream about the money. But I'm telling you right now, what's going on with all these contracts and the NIL deals and the transfer portal, sports is really a business now. It really is a business, and it's all about the money. And, like I said last week, the NIL was great. the kids can make some money. The kids can compensate for what they've been missing out. But you know what? NIL now has changed it into a business of who could pay that kid the most, not where he can get, a Brown law firm, billboard sponsorship or something like that. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy the amount of money that's being spent on athletics and on sports now. I've never would have thought this when, I got into playing high school sports and coaching and all that other stuff. It's just simply amazing. And you know what? If that's what they're going to do, they're going to pay the kids, they're going to pay the people. You got to let them earn their money. But as far as the college level goes, they're not professionals yet. Let's go back to amateurism. Let's not wreck the whole system. But I think that's the way it's going to go. So that's my soapbox today on Carl's Corner, okay? Other than that, it's a little chilly now. I'm a little cold, so I think it's time for me to get out of here. Once again, like I say every week, please say a prayer for what's going on in this crazy world. We need it. Hopefully this took your mind off for 5, 10, 15 minutes. But once again, it's always a lot of fun being here at Coach's Corner on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I got to thank John Henderson and Del Henderson for letting me do this every week. And, of course, the OG, Lawrence Bennett, always hooking me up and let me be part of this because don't forget that I didn't come on today, but best race car show in the area on the internet, rubbing and grubbing with Brandon Bain, the Atlanta man, and, of course, the OG, Lawrence Bennett. You got to check it out. So whatever you're doing today, tomorrow, stay warm, but always hit it out of the park. And until I speak to you next week, may it be your best week ever. I will be back next week. Got a couple good guests lined up for that show already. Gotta love it. A lot of fun. You're listening to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. God bless. Peace out. Talk to you later.